Hey, beautiful people, welcome to another Draw Too Much sketch lesson right here on my channel. I'm excited to do another drawing with you guys. As you know, we've been going through quite a long series of how to draw caricatures on our classes, and they've been really fun. But I do feel like it's easy to get stuck in the caricature world. I've been drawing caricatures now since 2008. I've been a professional for many, many years, and all I've drawn are caricatures, and I've really been stuck in caricatures. And my mother-in-law gave me a book about 2 years ago, and I never drew in it, but the other day I saw it digging through some stuff, and I went, you know what? This would be an amazing idea to get us out of our heads of drawing caricatures. It's called 300 Drawing Prompts, and inside are all blank pages that you can draw on, and each different page has a text of what you draw on each page, making you think outside the box. And I think that this would be a great idea for you and I. If you're stuck in caricature, if you're stuck, maybe you're dealing with artist's block. Let's use a wonderful tool like 300 Drawing Prompts and see what we can create on something like this. Shall we? Now, of course, I am drawing digitally. You can draw however you want, pencil, pen, markers, whatever you feel. The goal here, though, is to think outside of your comfort zone. Do things that you're not sure about, okay? If you're a caricature artist like me, then don't draw in caricature. If you're a cartoonist, don't draw in cartoon. If you're thinking, oh, this would be great to do it this way, don't do it that way. Stretch it, contort it, bend it into something different to make you learn new techniques, new design elements. All of this stuff is going to build up your brain. It's going to help you communicate better with your hand as you learn to work your brain in your hand. And then on top of that, I think it's just going to help push things more. I'm going to do something weird today. You know what? I messed up. I started recording this video once already, and I forgot to switch my screen over to my, since I'm talking about it, may as well do it now. Switching it over to here. So I've already started this piece. I had no idea what it was before we started in the first attempt. Now I failed it. So I'm going to punish myself here, guys. I'm going to do something way beyond my comfort zone, and it's going to stink. And I'm going to let you be a part of it, and we're going to do this challenge together. You don't have to do this. You just have to think outside the box for you. This piece, let's go ahead and open the book and see what we're going to be drawing today. Okay, I do know what it is, but I'm going to look like I don't know. Angel's Wings, we've already done that one. Dr. Seuss hat, we've done that one. Your Reflection, that was my funnest drawing we've done so far. Asteroids, that one stunk. And the next one we're drawing is the Milky Way. It says right here, the Milky Way. Whether you draw a candy bar or whether you draw the actual Milky Way is up to you. Because I messed up on this video already once, I'm going to really punish myself here, guys. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and draw this left-handed. All right, so here's the thing. If you feel like you don't know how to draw, you know how to draw. Here's why you don't know how to draw. If I try to draw with my left hand, I'm a terrible artist. If I draw with my right hand, I rock. And that's because my brain and my hand have been trained to communicate with each other. My left hand and my brain have no idea. They're complete strangers to each other. And so I'm going to force myself to think outside of the box here and try to do it with my left hand. This is going to be terrible, but that's how this is going to go. We have 10 minutes to complete this piece in. Are you ready? Pause the video, get your stuff together, and get ready because it's about to get seriously interesting. Here we go, guys. Let's go ahead and start with the music. And in 3, 2, 1, the art begins. Here we go, guys. I'm going to go ahead and start. That's so hard here. I'm going to go ahead and start. It's so weird to have my right hand up here. I'm starting to fill my page here in black. Thinking outside the box, what can we do with Milky Way? I'm going to go ahead and now grab my airbrush, and I'm going to grab blue. I've only seen the airbrush. I've only seen the Milky Way once in my life, so I'm going to try and do something a little different here. Let's see. Milky Way is just kind of cloudy. There's not really a good way to explain Milky Way, so I'm going to bring down my brush density here a little bit. I only have 10 minutes to do all this with my left hand here, so this is going to really stink a little bit, but I'm going to try. Come on. Think outside the box, folks. What can you do with the limitations that you have put on yourself because you've chosen not to draw what you usually draw? Let me see here. My computer is really freezing up on me here. I'm going to reach more into the greens now, and I'm going to make my airbrush even more less dense, make it a bit bigger. And I'm going to try and throw in now some of this green. This is starting to look a little bit more like the Northern Lights, which is definitely not what I'm attempting to do. What I'm going to try and do, though, is I'm going to attempt to use some different effects, like droplets here. I have no idea what they're going to do, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab white here. I'm going to make a new layer, and I'm going to attempt to see what doing this is going to do. So I just push and I'm dragging here. Oh, this could work out really well for me. Alright, so we're getting some nice stars in the background here. This is just a pattern brush. I don't usually use texture brushes, so doing this, I'm actually feeling really good about this right now. So lots and lots of texture brushes can come in handy, but I'm just not a texture brush guy. I don't know how to do texturing, you know, in general. So working with texture brushes right now is my way, other than using my left hand, which is ridiculous, to think outside the box right now and force myself. Now the reason that the Milky Way is so Milky Way-ish is because the stars are just so dense in the Milky Way. So I'm going to really dense out the stars here in the Milky Way by like 1 million, you know. Obviously I'm getting close to 1 million here somehow, but we're gonna see. So just, I mean, apparently that's what the Milky Way is. I have no idea. I'm an artist. I'm not an astrologer or whatever they're called. Astronomer? Astronomer. Fine, not astrologer. I think it's a whole different thing together, isn't it? So we got some of those designs going in here. It looks pretty cool, actually. I do want to do something weird to this as well. I want to airbrush in some orange, and I know this sounds weird, but when I was a kid, I had an experience of seeing the Milky Way when I was a little kid, and the one thing I noticed about it was that the sky below and above, because the city lights were hitting there, was kind of orange. So I'm going to throw in some orange here. I accidentally just threw in orange stars, but I'm going to run with that for the moment. Let me go ahead and grab my soft brush and make it really big airbrush, and I'm going to try and airbrush in some of this orange here. And I have no idea what that's going to do, but I'm just trying to think outside the box here and see what I create here. I don't know how well that's going to help or not. I'm going to drop my opacity just a little bit to see if that helps give me, I don't know if that's helping me with what I'm looking for. I'm going to switch this over to white now, and I'm going to just airbrush in some white over top of this. And this is so hard right now because I have no idea. I'm trying to make layers on top of layers here, and I'm trying to just build up something that reminds me of the Milky Way, and I have no idea. Now it's just getting stupid. What are we at? We are at 5 minutes and 59 seconds, which honestly at this point I don't even really know what to add to this except just to kind of think way outside my own box here. So obviously I'm making this too big. What if I change my layers panels here and make some changes? There's color burn. What about lighten? Lighten's not doing anything. Screen's not doing anything. Color dodge, that's just looking stupid. Add, that's not doing much at all either. Add glow. Add glow looks very interesting. What if I added some of that add glow here? How much would that intensify this? This could be kind of cool. I have taken a lot of night photos, which are always fun to get those night photos. I don't like how this stuff looks down here, so I'm going to attempt to erase it. I have no idea why it's... There we go. Nope. Go back. Okay, that's fine. So, it came back. I don't know why it's coming back. I think it's because I'm actually using this on a vector layer by accident. So that's fine. I'm just going to leave that alone. This is definitely different than I'm used to doing, which I'm really enjoying right now because it's different. And I actually did that on a vector layer because I clicked it with my hand, and I have no idea what I'm doing with this hand right now. It's not working well at all. Okay. Let me go see if there's any other like buttons that I can push here. There's sparkles, there's soft. What is this soft? Let's see what the soft does here. Let me go grab white here and see what effect this has. It's doing something interesting in there. I don't know. It's kind of like just it's a streaming line. Oh, that's interesting. I keep wanting to grab this with my left hand and do this instead, but I'm trying to, do I like this? Do I like this at all? I don't know. I don't think I do. No, I don't. Now it just looks weird. Undo. We're at 4 minutes left. Like I said, guys, this is all about thinking outside the box, and this is not supposed to be me creating something beautiful that you love. This is about us growing together, and obviously I'm growing pretty hardcore right now. So I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna I'm gonna scream here in a minute. Let's see. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing at this point. So let's just keep playing. Let's keep playing. Let's keep swimming. Let's try. What if we added some different colors? Nope, that's not working. I feel like we're not capturing this sky the way the sky needs to be captured, and I don't know how to do it because right now my brain is so focused on communicating with this hand over here that it's not thinking artistically. It's not doing what I need it to do. It's not communicating with the other side of me at all, and that's not helping me. I'm trying to erase stuff now, and that corner is not erasing there, and I can't get rid of it. So we're just gonna run with that. What can I do? What can I do? What if I just did weird colored clouds over top? So let's try this. We're gonna build this up. I have 2 minutes and 46 seconds left. That's not a cloud. That is. Why did it do that? I did not do that. My brain is so fried right now. So, oh, that's cool. Okay, so you know what? I can put them in a little too intensely and then back them down if I need to with my my density here. So if I just want to drop that back a little bit and calm it down, I can do that. That looks pretty cool. I feel like we would be looking through clouds or haze or something here, and maybe that would be that yellow that I remember, orange as I remember as a kid. So maybe I need to be doing some of that. Maybe I need to be thinking like a kid looking up into the sky, and maybe there would be some haze here that would be in front of it as I'm looking through like not a microscope, that's a little the opposite direction, but something here that this would build up, you know, and I don't know how to capture this, but it's just to think outside the box. And maybe do something a bit more intense over top. I don't know, I don't feel like I like that too much, but whatever. Trying to click that again. I have no control in this hand. If you ever want to know how bad off you are, try brushing your teeth with your left hand. It's impossible. Using your fork with your left hand. I mean, your left or your right, whatever the opposite hand is that you're doing. I mean, seriously, this is a mess. I have no idea what I'm doing here. I have no idea if I've created something good or absolutely failed this. What are we doing? We're at a minute left. A minute left. What can I do to just totally mess this up and really try to push it? So I'm gonna make a new layer here. I'm gonna grab something. And I'm gonna change this to add glow, and I'm gonna make this really big, and we're just gonna try something that's kind of like, what am I thinking of? Kind of like doing dodging, you know, like light dodging and light color dodging or whatever. I don't know. This looks so terrible, but whatever. Looks like it's actually kind of like underwater, but whatever. I'm gonna just drop this down a little bit and just make it more of a haze, I guess. I don't like this layer here. I'm gonna calm this layer down as a little too, I guess. Is that the same layer? That's not the layer. Where's my layer that I wanted to calm down? Is this it? Nope, that's not it either. What is that intensified? That looks terrible. No, run that back down. Just a little bit. And this one here, we'll run this down. And this one's probably actually the layer I'm looking for. Nope, it's not. What if we bring it up a little? I don't care. I just feel like in the end, what we should be looking for here is like a. Oh. There we go. Whether you like it or not, that looks terrible. On my screen here, it looks a lot different because I got 4 different lights pointed on this thing and all kinds of stupid stuff. I'm looking through glaze and gloss, and is that a good enough excuse? Am I excusing myself enough? Anyway, I hope that it pushed you to think outside your comfort zone, and I hope that you came up with something beautiful that you can be proud of. Hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment, and everyone's going to unsubscribe after this one. But in any case, this is supposed to help us expand and try and figure out new ways of doing things, and I hope that it helped. Thank you so much, and please check out my Patreon, patreon.com/drawtoomuchcaricatures to see my videos. If I create I usually create 8 videos a month. I release 2 a week, as much as possible. It doesn't always happen. But what I do for my patrons is if I create all 8 in a single day, which does happen often, I release them all to Patreon in that same day. that means you get them all immediately. And then YouTube, you guys, you have to wait every 2 weeks to see them. Now, I only release 8 on Patreon a week because that's all the crowdfunding I get for that point in time. So if you do enjoy these videos, please go and consider following me on Patreon. If you want to see me release a bunch of videos at once and you get to enjoy a plethora of videos all in the same day, I guess you can kind of binge watch them. Thank you so much for even considering that. The link is in the description below. And also, if I do any live videos where I actually draw with you guys and ask you guys if you have any questions or whatever, all that's done on my Patreon as well. We don't do anything except on Patreon in that case. We love you guys. God bless you. We'll see you next time right here on Draw Too Much. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Whew. Wow. What can I say? It definitely pushed me past my comfort zone. Left-handed. That was a stupid idea.